Recap of Landman Season 2 Episode 2 You Can't Succeed in Every Endeavor. In Landman Season 2, Cooper Norris, Jacob Lofland, may do just that, but I have a suspicion that the other shoe is about to fall. He is also aware of it. After striking oil on 6 consecutive wells in Episode 2, Cooper remarks, "That doesn't happen." This second Landman Season 2 episode is no different. When the episode began with a song that boasted the words, "I just don't like you, not a thing about the way you is / if there ever comes a time I got rabies, you're high on my bident list," I initially felt like the winds had changed. Childers, Tyler I have inquiries. However, despite the excellent premiere episode last week, which gave each character's part in Taylor Sheridan's Texas oil drama more nuance, Episode 2 falls short of my expectations. To be honest, I'm starting to worry a little. First, let's talk about Ariana, Paulina Chavez. Cooper informed her in the last episode that just the first oil well would generate $29,000 per day. He's hit 6 now. That equates to at least $174,000 every day for your family, your child, and the foreseeable future. Her response is as follows: "I'm not interested in looking for a new home. This one appeals to me. Here, I have buddies. I would prefer not to exchange them for new ones. Being wealthy isn't my dream, but I'm very happy your dream came true. First of all, there's no necessity to end your relationship with him right away. He hasn't even mentioned relocating or homes yet. It would be easy for you to stay in this house and keep all the money." Her trauma is understandable. She lost her spouse at work, and Cooper ought to understand that he can't abandon her when she calls, but that's another matter entirely. I've never heard of someone declining a romantic connection when offered this much money. I think Ariana is just afraid, but it's not necessary. Was it necessary for her to quit Landman in order to film something else? Additional Tommy, please. About 13 minutes into Episode 2, Tommy Norris finally appears, and he promptly explains why he is the Landman. Billy Bob Thornton is shown in a humorous moment shouting with the radio and screaming, "Just play a fucking song, for God's sake." Tommy is very grumpy this morning since he is traveling to organize his mother's funeral. Additionally, Cooper eventually informs him that he found oil on 6 wells without first having his father's oil firm president review a single contract. It comes out that the entire initiative was funded by Sonrisa, a business owned by a man named Esteban Galvez. Although Cooper's actions last season didn't seem particularly malicious to me, I don't like the notion that Andy Garcia's antagonist is responsible. For the time being, I find it unbelievable that Cooper would undertake all of this without first talking to his father. In this scenario, Tommy is too shocked to even make a joke. Oddly, he gives Cooper some wise counsel regarding both of his issues. He responds, "She's not wrong to be afraid of the money. It destroys more families than it mends. You just need to listen and ask. Keep in mind what she stated, and fulfill it." But this oil business? Tommy says to Cooper, "I want to look at this contract to see how they fucked you. But not right now. I had the opportunity to choose a coffin. I ought to choose one for you. I require legal counsel for this." This season, Landman still needs to find Rebecca, Kayla Wallace, something to do. In Episode 2, a subplot is introduced in which M-Tex is accused of embezzling approximately $400 million that the business was paid to construct an offshore drilling well. I can see the motivation behind adding Monty Miller's, John Hamm, dubious business practices to the show in order to further develop Cammy Miller's, Demi Moore, storyline. It's frightening to consider that your late husband may not have been the man you believed him to be and that his activities may have also interfered with your money. However, Landman decides to investigate this novel issue by resolving it. Rebecca is so successful in getting the lawsuit dismissed that the opposing attorneys even consider hiring her. He tells her, "We thought our case was pretty cut and dry until you carved it to pieces." Everyone who doesn't work for Tommy appears to wake up looking embarrassed, which is absurd. I suppose Team Landman still needs to locate the missing funds, but more complicated legalese with straightforward fixes are probably on the horizon. Perhaps Landman ought to be a half-hour drama. In Episode 2, Ainsley, Michelle Randolph, and Angela, Ollie Larder, resume their previous antics. The mother-daughter pair wreaks havoc at an elderly people's home, which is a different establishment than Tommy's mother's memory care facility and TL's, Sam Elliott, residence. But when the aerobics class gets a bit too crazy, a haphazard health and human services inspector goes insane. Angela defends herself when the inspector grabs her. After that, they are taken into custody, which only makes Tommy's situation more stressful because he has to stop and persuade the sheriff. I'm becoming impatient with these characters. There's nothing intriguing going on here, even though I felt the premiere figured out good new themes for Angela and Ainsley to explore. Landman's true heart. Tommy has a lot of family-related issues to resolve, and episode 2 only scratches the surface. Tommy says, "Enough to say I tried, but not enough to say I miss her," in response to the funeral director's question about how many flowers he would like for the service. Oh no. When Tommy and Cooper eventually have their first scene with TL, it seems like they are constantly there for him.